What up, big gang? Back at it again, and this workout right here was crazy. I was in the gym for about 2.5 hours. I did so many sets. I was watched by the end of this workout. I was sweating like a literal pig, but it felt so good. Of course, I always start off with some squats. I have bad knees, so I need to warm up my knees. And I always start, usually I put nothing on the bar when I do my warm up. I do that for about 2 sets before I go into my first set of 135, and then I go up to 225, and then I go up to there depending on how I feel that day. But, so I did like 5 sets of squats. I superset that with goblet squats, and they were heel elevated. Then I did deadlifts. I superset that with a sumo squat with a, I think, 65-pound dumbbell. I could have got a heavier one, but I didn't feel like toting it across the gym, so I just used the 65. Sometimes I get lazy like that. So this is the goblet squat right there. And I'm using a lighter one right there, but I do switch up to 65 once I decided to go get it. And then I also do a sumo kind of stance squat, and then I also do a toe elevated deadlift. So I think my first set of deadlifts was, so the Smith machine bar is 15 to 20 pounds. It's not 45 pounds like the standard Olympic bar. So that plus the 35 on the end. And then I put the, 2 plates on each side. So typically each time when I work out, I go into it with a focus. And although I always focus on certain elements and techniques, some days I like to really get into it and this is what I'm going to zone in on today. And for this workout, I was zoning in on making my repetitions slow, controlled, and really working on mind-muscle connection. So when I got down into the eccentric portion of the movement, I was making sure that the muscle that I was trying to engage was getting a good stretch or was getting a good engagement. And then I was making sure that my contraction or concentric portion was really good, nice tight squeeze or nice good contraction. Make sure you follow through. Don't rush through your reps. I was watching this one dude in the gym. I think he was doing some lateral raises, and it was just crazy how fast he was going. I thought he was trying to take off and fly, and I just didn't understand the purpose of that right there. If you can't feel the movement, if you can't feel the reps, if you're not really engaging the muscle, then there's no point. Yeah, you're getting a little workout in, but if you really are going for quality and an efficient workout, then you want to really pay attention to the reps that you're doing and make sure that watch how I squat all the way down so I get that good glute engagement before I come back up. Every single time I go down, boom, glutes are grabbing that weight. All the emphasis and all the stress is going into my glutes, my hamstrings, and my quads before I come back up. I'm not just doing a half rep or, going down so fast, up and down so fast that my muscles never really catch that weight. I get down, let it catch it, and then push all the way back up and through that contraction right here. So here I'm doing it heel elevated. I just like the way that the engagement feels when I elevate my heels. That's definitely optional. You don't have to do that. It's definitely good if you have, if you're one of those people who, when you squat, you go up on your toes, because some people do. Some people have poor flexibility and mobility in their ankles or even in their knees. So if that's the case with you, try elevating your heels. That will help you keep your toes down on the ground, and then you're going to push through your heels more because that weight is sitting up under your heel. I like to use, you can use a 5-pound plate. In some gyms, they're thick enough, but some gyms, they're not. So it all depends on what the plate looks like. I always go for a 10-pound plate. And if you're doing a close stance, you can just get you a 25-pound plate or a 45-pound plate. Use one plate and put both your feet on it. Because I prefer to squat with a wider stance, I like to use 2 plates. But not everybody's like that. Some people like to use 1. But remember, when you do a closer stance squat, you're putting more of the emphasis on your quad. So the closer the stance, the more emphasis on the quad. And remember, if you're trying to work on your quad sweep, you need to turn your feet out. That's going to work on your inner quad sweep. If you want to work on your outer quad sweep, you need to focus and turn your feet in. And it looks weird and it looks awkward, but it's one of those things that I do when I'm on when I'm laying down and I'm on the leg press machine, because it doesn't look as weird when you're on the leg press machine, but you can accomplish that, get a nice quad sweep, and even turn your toes in and out when you're on the leg extension machine too. That helps a lot. So if you notice, lately I've been in the other gym, the other LA Fitness. That one's in the Lawrenceville location if you're in the Georgia area. And this one's in the Beaufort location. And I started in this one, but now I've been really, really going hard in the Lawrenceville location because they got all the toys in there. They got tires, they got turf, they got rubber weights, they have platforms, and the gym is spaced out just a bit more where I feel more comfortable recording. This particular gym right here, I feel like the equipment is kind of on top of each other. People are running into your, tripod and all kind of stuff. It's kind of annoying because everything's kind of sitting right on top of each other. But, I love this gym. I love that Lawrenceville gym. It's my favorite. I didn't have time to make it over there. Had some errands to run yesterday, so I didn't make it. So I went to the one closer to my house, which is the Beaufort location. But every single time I do this hack squat. Now, the other location does not have this hack squat machine. They have this weird angled hack squat that I'm not a fan of. So the reason why I went to this location is because I really wanted the hack squat. It's my favorite glute, quad, hamstring machine. My absolute favorite. When I want to go hard and I really want to get in, I would get on here, load this machine up, and just go ham on the sets. That's when I feel the best. That's when I leave the gym feeling the most sore and like I really got a really good workout, is when I hack squat. I'll do all my other exercises, get all that in, and I love to just do a hack squat finisher. I'll do 5-6 sets on the hack squat and just burn myself out till I literally wobble out of the gym. And those are my best days. I love to leave the gym feeling like I got literally worked out yesterday until I told myself, I was like, okay, I'm done. Like I was breathing hard, my legs were wobbling, and I just told myself, yo, I'm done. I couldn't do another rep. And that's my favorite kind of days. If you're leaving out the gym and you're not sweating, number one, you're wrong. If you are if your legs are feeling fresh, or whatever muscle group you're doing that day is feeling super fresh, probably didn't work it hard enough. And so pick an exercise. I personally like to pick a superset, so I'm doing 2 exercises back to back so that I'm really just pushing myself. But pick an exercise or 2 exercises. So after you get finished with all of your whatever routine you have, do 2 more exercises after that. 5, however many sets you can do, right? Just do them and just push yourself. Use it as your finisher and push yourself. Just do those 2 exercises and back and forth until you cannot do another rep, whether it's push-ups or whatever it is. Just push, and then switch to your second exercise within the same muscle group. Do that, and then take a break. Switch back and do as many sets as you can till you literally cannot pump any more out. And you're just like, boom, laying flat on the ground. You're like, fuck, I'm done, I'm finished. But I love to use a finisher. That's how I know my workout's really over. That's how I know I'm leaving the gym and I left it all on the table. I don't want to leave the gym feeling like I got energy and I got more left in me. And oh my God, these little motherfuckers right here. I know it looks like a nothing workout, but the buns, the glutes in general, are one of the most neglected muscles anyways. Most people, even when they squat, they don't engage their glutes enough, or they don't engage them at all because they're either not going deep enough, their stance isn't wide enough, they're not really using mind-muscle connection. And so the glutes get neglected a lot. A lot of people have that dead butt syndrome where there's just nothing going on there. This right here is going to engage the glute. This little side movement, especially the gluteus medius, more than anything, it gets neglected way more than the gluteus maximus. Because you're going to hit the gluteus maximus while you're squatting. But to hit the gluteus medius, you have to do lateral movements. And this is intentional. You don't accidentally do a lateral movement. You know what I'm saying? You have to get a band, you have to get a cable, you have to do something, you have to kick your leg away from the midline of your body. You know what I'm saying? Or get on that abductor machine and do, I call it the good girl, bad girl machine, open, close, but the adductor machine, that machine, and purposely. And when you do it, go out, hold, bring it back in. So you can also do a hold, or you can rep it out, There's so many ways to do it, but make sure you're feeling it in that side glute. I was literally rubbing my butt because I was like, ah! It had been so long because I don't always do lateral movements. I should do them a lot more. There was a period where I was doing them a lot because I was trying to develop my side glute because I wanted to look like I had hips because I have no hips. But I got out of doing them, and I need to do it a lot more because I was definitely feeling it, which means I'm neglecting it. So get into these movements. And then also after I did this, I did a little side step too, and I liked that a lot. And I definitely felt that in my glutes. So get a band, whatever band is tolerable for you. I forgot my red band at home, so I used my yellow band, which it was still challenging, but I did a little side step. So just step out together, step out together. You can do that shit at home. You can do that shit at work. Put that band around your ankle while you're sitting at your desk and do an adductor. While you're in just step, like this, boom, step. And you will feel it up in your side glute. That's gonna help to develop that nice separation in your leg and that nice side glute. That's just gonna make you look good, make that booty round, because the booty has 3 muscles. So you have to develop all of them to round out your glute. Just working your gluteus maximus is not enough to round the glute out. You have to do all 3. So be sure to focus on that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. There's some more stuff on here, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop some music on here for y'all. The website, if you want to join the 28-day challenge, is Nayfit10university.com. Join the 28-day challenge. Hit me up if you need me. And I have some really cool stuff coming soon. I've been really working hard on some things, so I've been a little MIA, but trust me, everything I'm doing is for the brand. I'm not MIA because I'm just off playing with myself or something weird like that. I promise you. So anyways, I love you guys.